Hello, everyone. Welcome to this activity. This will be a group activity. Today, we're going to discuss a topic that we call the Achilles heel. So, this activity it will be about the Achilles heel, and we're going to contribute to the topic. We're going to discuss three questions, and we're going to give our personal opinion, experience, and stuff like that. So, before we get started, we're going to give the chance to Alvaro to introduce the topic and the historical background. So, Alvaro, this is your time. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's a pleasure to be here and to be with you, Kevin and Andres. Today we are going to talk about Achilles heel as an euphemism, and it refers to a weakness in one person. We all have to front obstacles during our lives, difficult situations or conditions, which make our way harder. Even so, sometimes we don't even know which are our weakness or what points, which are our weak points. But there also is a specific weak point in everyone. It can be character or physical matters. But in hard situations, a harder effort and a strong will is a must. But the term Achilles heel isn't used in medicine. Instead, it's only used with general meaning, weak point. For instance, to refer to a section of a country's borders that aren't military protected, or to jeopardy contestants' ignorance in the sports category. Some people maybe see as impossible situation, same one that for others seems easy. In order to talk about these issues, I'll let my peers with you. They have some points that we hope will help you to know a little more about this. So go ahead, guys.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you very much, Alvaro. So we will continue. We're going to discuss the next question. That is, what does it mean for us the Achilles heel? We're going to start over here with Andres. What does it mean for you, Achilles heel?
In my opinion, hello, this is Andres Castañeda, and in my opinion, the Achilles heel for me is a weakness in our lives, but we have to face face them or face it to overcome it. So, in many ways, we have the chance to face the challenges, but we have to have an attitude to face them. But this is my main idea about it.
Okay, that was perfect. Thank you very much. Alvaro, what about you? What do you think is the Achilles heel?
As we said before, it's a weakness or a
Uh-huh.
weak point in everybody. We all have different levels of how we can take the pain, for example, or the suffer. We all have different way to react also to every situation in our lives.
Yes, exactly. I'm totally agree with you. All of your comment has been very good, and so I am according. So it's a witness. It's something that we are lack of. I mean, for example, in our case, maybe we will lack of maybe skills when we speak English or fluency or grammar and stuff like that. That is a Achilles heel. So let's continue with the next question. That will be another one, and this is a little bit interesting because we're going to deep into ourselves. We're going to review ourselves if we have the Achilles heel. So I will start. I will say that my Achilles heel, it could be my unconfidence. Sometimes I don't think I don't feel comfortable with some situation. So and it's very important to overcome those things. So it's very important to take the time to see, hey, so what's going on? So what am I going to do to overcome this situation? So I will say that is my Achilles heel, the general environment when there are a lot of people and it's necessary to speak. So that's my Achilles heel, and then I'm working on that in order to avoid those kind of situations. So we're going to continue. So who's going to be the next one? Alvaro, do you want to share your Achilles heel if you have?
Yeah, of course. I think the weak point in myself is character.
Uh-huh.
Because talking about physical situation, I've been involved in a lot of problems and surgeries. I have prostheses in both knees. Well, it's a long list. But talking about character, I have that big problem. I explode too easy. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
react violent sometimes to any comment or some people that I feel that they are trying to take advantage of somebody else. I can take that. So I think character is my weak point.
Okay, that's perfect. So let me ask you something that this is not personal, but what are you doing to overcome that? I mean,
Well, it's really hard. I can't say that I can handle it. Not yet.
uh-huh.
I am sure. I'm conscious. I have to work that.
Okay, that's perfect. So, Andres?
Uh, where I, I, I didn't think about it, but my Achilles heel, I think that I don't know if you know it, but an orphan. I lost my parents when I was a child, and in fact, my mom passed away when I was 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
and my father passed away a little year before. And I have to grow up with my grandmother, and
Uh-huh.
it was difficult to me to face this life with a parents. So I have to overcome this situation, but it's not easy. I think that you may think that it's a not big deal, but uh, for me, is it was too difficult to face this life as an orphan.
Yeah, definitely. I'm agree with that. So you say that is not a big deal, but I think it's a big deal because
It
we
is.
love our parents. It is. So
Yeah.
um, I will say I'm sorry. So I hope you are
No, no
taking this
problem,
with
no problem.
positive. So let's continue with our activity. So now is your turn, my friend Andres. This you're going to share something with us. So we will listen to you.
Okay, and I'm gonna talk about the third question. That is, do you know someone with a disability or obstacle that inspires you, and how the person overcomes his or her hardships? So, firstly, everyone needs to overcome obstacles at some point of their life. Everyone has to learn to overcome the difficulties that life throws at them. No matter who you are, no matter where you came from, we all have to overcome adversity. Success is not determined by now skilled you are in avoiding challenges, but have you left, then more you once you face them. I have a question for you. Will will you let adversity break your will, or use it to strengthen your confidence and skills? But so let me tell you a short history about someone who has had to face hardships throughout her life. In this case, my sister Alejandra is my old sister, but around her 21st birthday, became seriously ill with lupus. I don't know if you know what is lupus, but lupus
Yes.
is a disease of the immune system. Your own immune system protects your body from infection, but when you have lupus, your immune system attacks your own tissues. So she got complication in her respiratory system, to the point of dying from a respiratory attack. But she survived, but there were many health problems to face. In fact, now about 10 dentures. Uh, she had to sleep with. Uh, she need oxygen to sleep. But despite the fact that lupus has been her Achilles heel, Alejandra has been able to overcome these difficulties.
That's great.
She lost her job but never gave up and decided to give extra classes. Yeah, extra classes to children with academic problems. But she needs to be connected to oxygen, so she teaches here in our house where we adapted a room as a classroom regardless of her physical disabilities because of lupus consequences. Alejandra is still fighting daily, and many people look at her as a strong woman and inspire them. And currently, she is taking classes to teach at a higher level as university. But in my opinion, in general, obviously, you decide to fall and stay there, or fall and get up stronger. We can still take on and overcome challenges.
Yes,
Great.
definitely. Thank you, Andres. That's a hard situation, I would say, because your question was if we face a bad situation or difficulties, we're going to give up. So no, the question is the thing is, but sometimes it's very hard. It's very hard, and it's harder when you are dealing with that things alone. So when
Yeah,
there are no one to help you, to support you, to give you words to say, hey, you can do it, you will do it. So, and I think you as a brother,
it,
you played a great. Uh,
yeah. In fact, as family, we have to support her.
mhm,
Her husband, it always was there for her, and
mhm.
thanks God, she is now fine, and
That,
with
that,
us, obviously.
That's great.
that's awesome. So Alvaro, I don't know if you want to say something else about that story.
No, just let me congratulate Andres. He's been through really hard things, and he seems that he's doing right. So keep going, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, thanks, a lot of thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. That was all for our presentation, our topic. So we're going to finish this activity saying something. So remember, guys, we're humans, and human beings, we are not perfect. We make mistakes, we go through problems, but dependence or capacity to overcome those stuff. So learn from all the things that you're going to face. It's necessary to go beyond the limits. When you feel that you are stuck, go beyond the limits and walk the extra mile. So that's all. Thank you very much for coming today. That was a great experience, and this all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
See you.
you. See you around.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.